and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for some more multiplayer racing. For this session, we were using front-wheel drive C-Class cars. They weren't allowed race tyres, and they couldn't have tyres bigger than 245. Simple reason for that is in Forza, generally speaking, bigger tyres make the car faster, and by limiting what size tyres we can use, the theory is more vehicles are going to be competitive in this one. I went for a Honda Prelude, hadn't used one in the game before. I have been fairly good at various stuff in the past, I thought I'd give it a try, and for once, I put it on street tyres. Having got tired of cars outrunning me in a straight line, I figured I would try and be the vehicle that was faster in a straight line, even if I knew the handling was going to be a little bit worse. Ooh, we are a long way back. We are, admittedly, this track might not be terrible for us, but yeah, we're a long way back here for our first race at Silverstone. This is the international circuit here. Now, my Prelude, with its straight line speed, might not be terrible here. This is one of the, I'm not going to say easier, maybe a little easier to overtake around circuits that we will do. It's plenty wide enough for some C-Class cars. I'm not going to do anything stupid though into this corner. The Volkswagen is going to find itself in a gap. I mean, there was a Volkswagen's width. They went through it very, I say very wisely. They kept the car there. Everything is fine. Oh, it's getting a little bit busy down here. Scotty has got to the front of the field. I mean, look, we started so far back. It's always going to... to win from that far back on the grid is always going to be super difficult. It's not impossible if your car is perfect and you drive an amazing race, but it's always going to be tough. Here comes the straight line speed of our Prelude. So Ewan, of the Prelude battle, I have more straight line speed than both of them. Shadow has more than Ewan. Ewan's car is very slow down these straights. Shadow's car doesn't look very easy to drive through all of this. We have a Volvo behind us. I'm keen to try and get clear of Shadow if I can. Oh, but don't clatter into the side of Ewan in all of that. Unfortunately, with the second you get that little tag on the rear corner, your car just doesn't want to turn anymore. We've got Golf looking to the outside, Ewan trying to roll in front of us. Golf will be no match for the Prelude once I can get the power down, and we are off and underway here. Now, as we head into turn 1, it might be flat out in Formula 1 car, probably not in these conditions. Ewan's gone adventuring. Ewan's gone the Mercedes line through turn number 1. I don't know when that Prelude is going to re-emerge here. We've got a lot of cars behind us. Oh, actually, a lot of cars behind us will give us a clonk, but I physically can't take too much more speed through these corners. I have not got the grip in this car to do that sort of stuff. All I've got, in theory, is just outright straight line speed here on the vehicles around us. So here we fire up the Prelude once more. Longbow has not got much straight line speed with that Clio. It's going to go 4 wide. Oh, this feels bad. This feels like a really bad idea. At the end of the straight, we all make it work. We all come out the other side in one piece, relatively speaking. We're still on the outside. I don't know if Pegger quite realises we're there. But yeah, we are still trying to look. I'm not sure trying to be stuck on the far outside there is a great plan, particularly. Oh, we have not got the traction. We're not got the grip. We've got the front end grip through there. I'm hoping, though, off the final corner, we can launch the Prelude towards turn number 1. So the Clio's really struggling with straight line speed. Clio's just not got the straight line speed here. I do, but we're finding ourselves in a lot of traffic. It's actually a big train of cars we've got going on here. The Clio is very fast in the corners, but it is struggling with its grip. We are going to have... I mean, there's so many cars. That Scirocco, I just don't think has the traction at the moment. The Scirocco seems to be struggling, and it doesn't have crazy straight line speed either to go with it. At least we have that. Now, will we have a moment on our own here? Possibly. Okay, we're up to 7th. Honestly, can't complain too much about that one. We'll get a big toe down the straight. Sleekers are notoriously fast in this game, so I'm not expecting to just breeze past the Celica here. I think we will have maybe a little bit more top end than it. I did contemplate running this car without aero. At a track like this, that would probably be the way to go. At some other tracks, it is quicker with the aero on it, so it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one with how to build a car, essentially. You can go for as much speed as, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice somewhere with the vehicle, and yeah, the one I've gone for is having a little bit better handling. But yeah, you will lose a little bit of the straight line. You know, I run the risk of doing the old jack of all trades problem, but I think this is the way to build the car. We've got a Mini having a look. Can we fire it to the inside? See, I do want to send it. Oh, there's been a roll! The Golf has fallen over! It's got off the curb. It's a proper will it roll moment. It's been so long since we've actually had a curb roll in a versus the community. That is, I mean, it's desperately unlucky because they're in a podium position. But yeah, the rain combined with a high curb, and that is all it took. We are now closing on the Celica once more. Mini is a little bit too far back. Honestly, turn 1 actually seems to be my best bet here. If I'm going to find a way past, turn 1 does seem to be the best bet. Scotty is battling away for the lead. I mean, I feel like we're not a million miles away from pace of the leaders. We're just, you know, buried in the pack, and we are now in this battle. Celica has gone a little bit wide through there. Right, come on, Prelude, get on the power. Don't understeer too much through here. Try and maintain the speed. Yeah, we are good out of the final corner. That is really helping us. We get a lot of speed out of the final corner, but I'm just not close enough. And I know the Celica's got good pace through turn 1. You can see actually the back end of my car is moving about a little bit. It might be front wheel drive, but the back end still has a mind of its own. And I can't go too aggressive here, because otherwise we're going to have a Mini look for a way past. Or the Dodge has gone wide at turn 2. That might help. I say it might help us. It's actually going to stack us all back up a little bit more, I think. The Dodge isn't great handling, but we know that's got some decent straight line speed. Oh, that is too wide. Don't really want to go out that wide if I can help it. It just got on the power too early. We're all in the slipstream now with the Neon. Could this be the one? Are we going to have a big send on the Celica? Not sure. Not sure I've got the braking performance. The Celica is going to have a bit of a send on the Neon through here. It's all getting very hectic. I mean, we've got a Mini and we've got another Prelude coming to join in the fun. I mean, we're trying to follow Impega at the moment. My hope is that there might be a little bit of a door opening as we are looking. I've got to not let the Mini pass, though. This is the real difficult bit, is whatever I do to try and find a way past that Celica, I run the risk of letting the Mini through. Although the Mini trying to pass me might lose out to the Prelude, so that's also helping me. The Celica, I mean, it's not really trying to... So it's, what Absol's doing is they're kind of just defending enough to make it awkward for me. So they're just putting the car in the middle of the road, just making it that little bit awkward for me. Oh, we are late on the brakes there. It might actually work, though. Not quite the manoeuvre I was going for, but I'll take it. Helped massively by the fact the Neon was slow mid-corner. That is a brave pass. The Neon is struggling for grip, which is not what I was expecting. The Neon is really struggling for grip in a couple of these places. Like, I didn't want to end up in the back of it there. It was just genuinely... I was caught out by how early it was on the brakes. Here comes the speed of the Honda. We are going to get ourselves to the inside here. I'm hoping we can just ease the car past. I know what Impega's going to want to try and do, and that is go for a cutback, which they can't do. We make sure there is no room for the Neon. I'm hoping now the Neon gets busy fighting or continuing fighting with that Celica. We've been relatively quick through this final section. We've got a couple of laps to go. I don't think we've got enough time to do anything about that Clio. Whether we could have matched the Clio for pace, I don't know. Truth be told, no idea. We lost so... Well, I say we lost so much, but we were in this big mid-pack fight. Well, I say mid-pack. You know, towards the front pack battle, and yeah, the Clio has definitely escaped our grasp. Let's just focus. No mistakes. Push the Prelude as hard as we dare. But yeah, minimise any massive problems. Impega's playing it risky with the curbs. So we had this set on the variable weather. It is now starting to dry a little bit for all of us. I think we've broken away from this group. I think once we got past the Neon, we've just been able. We've had a good lap as well. Important thing, have that clean lap, have that fast lap, so you can get out of range of the big squabble, essentially. Come on, Honda. Carry speed through this corner. I know it's not the easiest car to drive, this one. We've got the gap down to Scotty to under 5 seconds, which I think you know, signify we've probably got a pretty fast car around here. Longbow's Renault probably isn't the best in traffic, but it has been able to get out of traffic and can then use its exceptional grip to stay away. We're around the final corner of the lap. I mean, the first lap we were released, we were into the 16.5s. That's not bad at all for the prelude here. Tack turn 1. I do like this car. I do like it. Oh, we're going to bobble the curb. That was maybe a little too aggressive from me through there. Don't want to run the risk of falling over. I mean, I can't believe someone actually will it roll off a curb during a versus the community. Now, the Golf is a good vehicle to do that sort of thing with. It's kind of short wheelbase, quite tall. It's that sort of style. I guess actually, of course, the lap times are tumbling because the track's now drying up. It's dried up a little bit late to really have any bearing on the race. It is now just about a dry circuit, and I guess different cars are potentially going to be working better now, but it is too little too late. It rained through the majority of the session. Shadow's got that prelude up into a good spot here. We will just make sure we don't make a mistake really into the final section. As much as I want to go and chase down the cars ahead, there's no time. I think our pace, I think we were similar to the leaders. I think Longbow may be a tiny bit faster than us, but I think it would have been close. I mean, yeah, lap time wise, pretty much what I said. Shadow's prelude a couple of tenths faster. Me and Pegger, Longbow, all very, very similarly matched. However, Scotty started on pole by the looks of it and got away. You know, it helps when you can do that. We're up 13 places. Honestly, from where I was, I don't think I could have done much more. Gutted I couldn't get on the podium. However, great fun race. Really, really good fun race. Unlucky, Gliska's Scirocco did not work there at all. That really, really struggled, and Matty fell over. I think it was Matty that fell over. But there we go. Yeah, good fun. Good fun indeed. I will take that. I will take that. We're off to Brands Hatch for our next race. It is a decent spot on the grid. Can't complain too much with that one. I don't know what this track's going to be like for my car. We will potentially have an easier time overtaking stuff because we can outrun things down the straights, but I might struggle with the technical sections in this one. I never really know how to build a car for Brands. It's quite a... You do want a little bit of speed, but you have got a lot of corners. You've got a lot of medium speed corners to be contending with. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this all pans out. Oh, it's fine. We got a little tag from the Volvo. But front-wheel drive, we can boost it, and it will sort itself out. I'm going to hazard a guess the CRX is going to be very, very grippy. And I'm hoping it's got no straight line speed, although I've not got off that corner amazingly well. Here we go. How fast is the prelude? It's going to be quick enough for this. Yep, that will do very nicely. So I will probably annoy some cars here because I have got... Oh, Ewan's put a wheel on the dirt. Ewan's having an off. I mean, that is an easy place to do that. Very, very easy place to go on merry little adventures. So a Mini is currently leading the way from a Golf. Then is a Celica, then a Volvo, then we've got my prelude, we've got the CRX behind me. I thought I was going to put a wheel on the grass. Absol's gone wide. Those are the two places that, well, two of the three main places where you have problems at Brands Hatch. The other one is turn 1, of course. Yeah, loads of cars go off around there. Chris is not going to defend into the final corner. It's always a difficult one, the final turn, to pass on. Oh, and I've done the other silly mistake. Thought I could get on the power. Oh, I think I've thrown away. Thrown away a really good chance at a win. Oh, crap. That actually came down a lot more there than I intended to. Yeah, I've done a really stupid thing. We were in a really great place. We had a fast car in a straight line, and we had a clean shot at going after the top. I just got on the power that little bit too soon. That's frustrating. That was a very foolish mistake. That is the other easy mistake to make at Brands. Unfortunately, you know, really, I think the Volvo is kind of holding everyone up a little bit at the moment because the Volvo's got such straight line speed. We're going to sneak past Stevie. We're going to try and sneak our way to the inside here. We might be able to get past the Volvo when we do. Now, how do we match up to the Corrado and the Sentra? Oh, well, the Volkswagens with no straight line speed at all here. The Volvo's about to come marching towards us. I wanted to do that. I really wanted to have a go to the inside Liam, but 3 wide would just end in disaster at Brands through that section of circuit. We're trying to get past the Nissan here, which I think we might actually do on the exit here. We've got the speed. We've got the speed. Actually, a little bit difficult getting past Impega there because we just got trapped by a Corrado, so I couldn't really make the most of my sort of exit speed. And now Liam has there's been a lot of cars that have just wandered into a gravel trap around here. Now that has been about 4 cars that we have witnessed in 2 laps that have done it. Now out of the final corner we go. Can I get past? I think I really need to get past the Volkswagen. As much as I love the Corrado, I have a very fast one in C-Class, race tired one, mind you. It is. This one here is struggling for straight line speed. I think I slightly messed up. Liam was wanting to try and get past the Sentra there, but couldn't do it because there was a prelude shoving its nose to the inside. There's a bit of understeer for us through there. Come on, Honda. We're going to wander wide again. It's been a bit scruffy. I think there's a bit of overdriving after a very, very silly error by me. I think I'm now pushing a little bit too hard. Come on. No, that was all wrong through there. Now we're going to be too far back to do anything about getting past the Corrado down this straight. It's just been one of those races. It's just been one of those races where, yeah, we really should have done. We really should have done a lot better, and the leaders aren't a million miles away. You know, there's a chance. Podium's not completely out of the question, but to do it, we're going to need to have a very good end to this race. And Pega's going for a difficult pass. Well, and there is contact between the pair of them. That is Speed Beast. Unfortunately, dumped out wide through there. We will get on the power. We've still got that Celica behind us. We just found that Celica all the time in this. Now, nicely does it through the final corner. Onto the power we go. Will we get past the Corrado by turn 1? I just don't think we're going to be close enough here. I think all 3 of us here might have more pace than the leaders, but we've just got to try and, got to catch them in a couple of laps. We are actually catching them quite quickly. Is whether we fight each other too hard, and it's how much the leaders fight each other at the moment. We're going for a late apex here because, I sort of had to because I made a bit of a mess of the corner beforehand. Yeah, the leaders are actually really starting to slow themselves down a bit. It could become a 6-car battle for the lead in this if we are able to, have a good end to this race. No silly mistakes from me again. We're better onto this back straight. This is my best opportunity of getting past the Volkswagen. We need to get out of that corner well. We need to outrun it down here, and we need to be brave. Liam is going to defend, which is absolutely what I would expect, absolutely what I would do as well. Can we get off this corner well enough? No, Liam's going to defend again. My goal here, make Liam defend, and then we might. It'd be a difficult one to pull off, but we might be able to get past here. Liam has once again covered that inside line, and around the outside there is dangerous. Around the outside there is super dangerous. See, I really want to get past the Corrado because I want to go after Impega. Liam probably really wants me to leave them alone because now they're having to defend their losing lap time, and we are both sort of losing touch with Impega slightly. This might be my best bet. Impega put a rear wheel on the grass through there. Liam's put the squeeze on us as much as possible. Down to the inside. We've got 2 more laps around here, sorry. We are going to fire it up the inside of the Volkswagen, and we might get the pass done. Chris got the lead of the race and immediately threw it away. We're doing the full touring car defend. There's been so much understeer into gravel traps during this race. And Pega's up to 3rd now. It is Golf versus Mini up at the very front. Right, come on, Prelude. We are kind of backing up Liam a little bit through this section now. Oh, what can we do here? I'm not sure. Don't know what gear I want. This corner here, my gear ratios worked at other tracks. Here, it's just a little bit in between ratios, really. Now we're going to be able to pull away from that Volvo. Impega's charge is impressive, but is about to hit some, well, get stuck a little bit fighting the Golf and the Mini. Come on, Prelude. Could we steal ourselves a podium right at the very end? I mean, it might have been... There's a lot of what could have been, you know, in this race. However, we are almost back in the lead fight. It's been very GTA-esque almost, this race, in some ways. We are going to fly through there. We are on the tail of a Mini that is going to get a little bit stuck defending. Now, the Mini's not likely to have any straight line speed here whatsoever. It'll be mighty good in the corners, but it will struggle for top-end speed. I'm happy to let it go to the inside there. I'm going to try and focus on getting a good exit here, and the Prelude we know has got such good top end in this little cluster, and sure enough we will go and outrun the Mini down towards the first in corner. Impega to the inside. The Volvo's trying to have a look down there. Well, we're a little bit bobbled over the curb. Liam's gone wide and ended up in trouble. Impega is to the front of the race. I do not want to end up in the back of a Golf in all of this. Christ, where are we going to find a way past? If we can do anything here to get the Prelude on a podium, well, it's going to probably come down the back straight. We're clearly faster than the Volvo and the Golf potentially. We've got to get off here well, which we have done. Now comes the drag race. Down towards the next corner, we've definitely got more speed than the Volkswagen. It will move across to defend. It might not matter if we've got enough power. Come on, Prelude. Get yourself in front of that Golf, and it does. We move ourselves into third position here. The Volkswagen not quite able to do anything in that one. Could we get Chris before the end of the race? Oh, if they do that, yes we can. Chris has spun. Chris has fallen over. It's another roll. It is another roll in a versus the community race. Chris has gone out of second place with the 850R. Oh, just ran too wide, clipped the grass and spun around, and we have been gifted a second place in this one. Impega is going to go and take a victory. Honestly, I could have had a very easy win in this, and we made a stupid error that dropped us back, but we fought through the fields. I'm happy with the Preludes. Impega wins. I'll take second, though. I will take second in that one. God, I tell you what, that Prelude was mighty there. Chris's Volvo was fast. Impega, me and Impega, very similar in terms of lap time. Very, very similar in terms of lap time. Liam wasn't far off, but just lacked that straight line speed down the back straight. Gibgob held on for a podium with the Golf. The Mini held on pretty damn well also. Again, straight line speed being a little bit of an issue. Just made it easier for me to get past it, basically. We could just breeze past it down the straight. Oh, Chris still came 9th, considering they rolled. That is a great finish. Fair play. Well done to Chris. Bloody hell. That was a manic race. It's one of those. I'm gutted that we didn't get the win, because I feel like I should have really. However, the race we had was much more exciting because I took a small trip to the gravel trap. So, there we go. Oh, well done, Impega, though. Yeah, that was a fantastic race here at Brands. So, there we have it. 2 very, very good races for the Prelude. It might not quite have gotten a win, but yeah, it was a very, very solid all-round car, this one. It had the straight line speed to make overtaking a little bit easier, and it actually wasn't too bad in the corners. It really, really wasn't too bad in the turns. So, happy with the build. Happy with the build, indeed, with this. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There will be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.